Hello everyone, this is Vincent again. We're going to do a quick short video here. Just use my DSLR and a little Takstar microphone. Talk a little bit about why in the world do you need more than one cassette deck? Well, it's easy. It's all about making great recordings. Yeah, you're probably saying, well, that's pretty obvious, but can I just do that with just one cassette deck? You could, but not really optimally. Really, the best way to go is to get yourself a three-head cassette deck. That's erase, playback, or actually I should say erase, record, and playback. Now the reason why you want a three-head machine is each head is optimized to cover its specific task and duty. Okay, a record head with a very narrow gap has extended frequency response, better highs, and a much more faithful reproduction than typically most two heads. Like for example, this Nakamichi CR3A and my AD 6300 EV. And I got a whole bunch of other letters there. I just kind of omitted that. We don't really need that. So once you have done all those recordings on a nice three-head machine, you could just keep playing your tapes back on a three-head machine, and there's certainly no harm in doing that. A lot of people that are in the know who actually record quite a bit will also have a very good two-head machine. Okay, and I'm kind of the camp of that as well. So we really come down to it. I'm sorry about the lighting here. It's a little kind of impromptu what we're doing here. Here's my Yamaha. It's going to be my KXW952. Okay, this is a twin two-head dual deck here. So once you make a great recording with a three-head machine, you can play it back on a good two-head machine here. A bidirectional dual deck here makes playing tapes really nice because you can do a relay record, or rather playback. So you can have, gosh, I'm thinking probably over 3 hours of continuous music without even having to bother with the machine. And if you put it in a continuous relay loop, it'll keep on playing until you tell it to stop, which is really nice. So ultimately, in the big scheme of things, having more sometimes is definitely more. We keep hearing these days that having less is more. Well, in a tape machine world, sometimes, especially cassette, having one good two-head machine to play all your tapes back and having one good three-head machine is a great way to record tapes. So something worth considering. Again, a lot of folks that are in the know, who've been doing this a long time, yours truly included, will always tell you that, man, if you can get yourself a great three-head machine to do all your recording, you're just that much better off. What's the other benefit of the three-head machine? Very briefly, like I said, I'm not going to make this really long. Well, first of all, you're going to have confidence monitoring. You're going to be able to hear what's being laid down on the tape. Is recording level too high? Is it too low? Is it distorting? Is the Dolby not tracking correctly, or DBX, or whatever type of noise reduction system you're using not quite functioning the way it should? Or maybe do you need to restart all over again and recalibrate your tape to get a much better response, or take a closer look at your record levels or your playback level from the sources you're recording from. We're real big fans of this thing called unity gain. In other words, no greater input level than what's coming on the output. So that's really the ideal way to go. Also understanding your tape characteristics as well too, as far as tape saturation. It's kind of self noise, if you will, hiss in the kind of the vernacular of the tape recording world. But having a machine you can optimize a tape will definitely make your job a lot easier. This Akai Diatone right here has full calibration facilities here. Allows you to set bias as well as level or sensitivity. So you're going to get the most linear response you possibly can out of the tape that you calibrate. It's especially important if you're going to be using noise reduction. It certainly doesn't hurt if you don't use noise reduction, but it's especially critical when you use noise reduction. The Nakamichi up here does have a bias tune. So what you basically do is you just feed it a test tone, get that on YouTube for absolutely free, and just do an A/B comparison between what's being inputted versus the playback on the tape. Not really easy to do if you're going to be doing that on a two-head machine. You have to rewind the tape and try to remember that this sounds very much like what the input sounds. This one here, it's instantaneous. It's literally a second after you record it onto the tape. you can't find a more better way to confidence monitor anything that you lay down on the tape. So for now, that's really about it. Just I also kind of wanted to say hi to everybody. Hope everybody's Christmas is coming along well, or however you celebrate your holidays. I hope that's coming along great. And I wish you the very best in 2020, and beyond. Ultimately, again, as we always say, I always say, no one needs to be more impressed with your audio system than you. It's always nice that people will take a look at your system and will comment on it, but yeah, take that for what it's worth. Ultimately, the only person that needs, again, to be impressed and pleased with the output of your system is you. Have a lot of fun. Keep the music playing. I thank you so much. Take care.